On June 14, 1969, in the industrial city of Mannheim, West Germany, a baby girl named Stephanie Maria Graf entered a world that had no idea what was coming. She would grow up to rewrite the record books, shatter every expectation placed on a female athlete, and ultimately pay a devastating personal price for every trophy she ever lifted. Her story began not on a grand stadium court, but inside a cramped family living room, where her father, Peter Graf, sawed the handle off a wooden racket to fit his 3-year-old daughter's tiny hand. He tied a rope between two armchairs to serve as a net and coached her first awkward strokes. To motivate her, he offered rewards. Hit the ball over the rope a set number of times without smashing the chandelier, and she earned a spoonful of strawberry ice cream. Those innocent sessions were the earliest bricks of a prison built from perfection, and Steffi would live inside it for the next 2 decades. Peter Graf was not simply an enthusiastic father. He was a ruthless architect with a single blueprint: champion. He controlled every detail of Steffi's life: her sleep, her diet, her social world. While other kids in Bro attended birthday parties and went to movies, Steffi drilled thousands of strokes daily under her father's unblinking watch. She had no close friends, no hobbies outside tennis. That brutal isolation forged something remarkable and something deeply wounded at the same time. Out of that lonely furnace came one of the most lethal weapons in sports history: the Steffi Graf forehand. It was no textbook stroke. She made contact low and slightly late, then whipped the racket with ferocious speed, sending the ball deep into corners with terrifying power and topspin. Opponents called her Frying Pan. By age 13, she had turned professional, already carrying the full weight of a nation hungry for a new icon. Then came 1988, a year that permanently altered what the word greatness means in tennis. At 19 years old, Steffi won the Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open, sweeping all 4 Grand Slams in a single calendar year. She then flew to Seoul and captured the Olympic gold medal, completing what the world had to invent a brand new term to describe: the Golden Slam. No player, male or female, has come close to repeating it since. On the court, she was flawless, emotionless, mechanical. Off it, she was profoundly alone. As the 1990s arrived, a worthy rival emerged in Monica Seles. Loud, wild, two-fisted, and brilliantly effective, Seles seized the world #1 ranking from Steffi and held it with fierce conviction. Then, on April 30th, 1993, in Hamburg, a deranged Steffi fan named Gunnar Parche rushed courtside during a Seles match and plunged a kitchen knife into her back. The attack shocked the entire sports world. Parche stated he did it to help Steffi reclaim the top ranking, a sick declaration that sickened Steffi herself and left a guilt she never fully shed. Seles never psychologically recovered to the same heights. Steffi returned to #1 by default, and those victories carried a bitter, hollow taste. Every title reminded her of what had happened. People whispered. The ghost of Monica never left the court. While Steffi fought through psychological weight and mounting physical injuries, chronic back pain, swollen knees, bone spurs, a far more personal crisis was building a home. In 1995, German authorities arrested Peter Graf on charges of massive tax evasion involving tens of millions of Deutsche Marks. The man Steffi had trusted with every contract, every dollar, and her entire financial future had been manipulating everything. She was hauled in for interrogation, facing potential prosecution as an accomplice. The proud ice queen the world admired was suddenly a frightened, exposed young woman who had never truly been allowed to grow up. Yet in her darkest hour, something unexpected happened. Andre Agassi, the rebellious bad boy of American tennis with the bleached hair and the torn jeans, had quietly admired Steffi for years. He had been turned down more than once. But at the 1999 Roland Garros, after both won their championships in stunning comebacks, he approached her one final time. This time, something cracked open in her. Andre understood her pain because he had lived his own version of it. A stolen childhood, a tyrannical father, and the crushing loneliness of greatness. He made her laugh. He taught her to relax. He showed her that life existed beyond the baseline. In 2001, they married in a barefoot ceremony in Las Vegas witnessed only by their 2 mothers. No paparazzi, no guest list, no designer gown. Just two people who had survived parallel storms finding shelter in each other. Today, Steffi and Andre live quietly in the Summerlin neighborhood of Las Vegas, raising two children. Jaden, a baseball player, and Jazz L., an artist and fashion lover. Neither child was pushed toward tennis. That choice was deliberate and meaningful. Steffi and Andre refused to repeat the cycle. They gave their kids one thing neither of them ever had: the freedom to simply be a child. With an estimated combined net worth exceeding $175 million, the family lives with striking modesty. No yachts, no red carpets, no social media performances. They run Agassi Graf Holdings, investing quietly in real estate, restaurants, and sports technology. Their social circle includes Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, and Barack Obama, but you will never see a photo of those dinners posted online. Steffi's deepest investment is the Children for Tomorrow Foundation she established in 1998. It provides psychological therapy to children traumatized by war and persecution. She visits refugee camps personally, sits on dusty floors, and listens. It is there, healing children with stolen childhoods, that Steffi Graf is most clearly healing herself. The trophies are real. The Golden Slam is immortal. But the greatest thing Steffi Graf ever won was a quiet, ordinary life she once had no permission to live.